Hello everyone, this is Narco with Melodica Jazz, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to improvise or apply blues scales and certain scales and mode to jazz tunes. For those of you who know my main page, Narco, and are joining me from there, thank you so much. And watch my other videos on here and make sure you subscribe as well. So I'm going to use the tune Autumn Leaves. So let me go ahead, play Autumn Leaves. Okay, I'm using my tube mouthpiece and using it horizontally so I could show you the lesson. So hopefully you guys learned something from it. So I'll play it and then talk about scales and how to apply them. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. I did a few embellishment of the melody. So if I was to play the melody, so that's basically the melody, okay? So the song, the original song, it's in the key of G, or what we call E minor, okay, which is, all right? It's mostly played in the real book the way I played it, which is a key of B flat or G minor. So if we take the scale, the B flat scale, okay, we take the B flat scale, all right, the relative minor, all right, is the G minor. Okay, and it's always the sixth degree of the scale. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Right? So that's the relative minor. So anytime you have a major scale, the relative minor is the sixth degree of the scale. So for C, it would be A minor. For C sharp, it would be what? The relative minor would be the sixth. So we have a B flat minor. For D, it will be it will be a B minor. Okay, so you can basically play the same major scale for a B flat as you would for a G, if a G minor. Okay, so first thing to do is for that song you can play your B flat major scale. Now, also knowing the relative minor allows you to know which blues you can play on it. So since the relative minor is a G minor for the B flat, we could use the G minor blues scale or the G minor pentatonic. So I'll play the pentatonic and then the blues. So that's the pentatonic. For the blues scale, it will be G minor blues, which would be just the pentatonic with a flatted 5. So basically in that song, those are two scales you can use, okay? You can also use modes, okay? If you're, let's say, in this, we're in the, let's say we are playing a minor scale, all right? So it's most of it is a 2-5-1 in the key of B flat. So we have a 2, which is a C minor 7, all right? 5 would be a what? F7, and then the 1 will be a B flat major 7. Those are the first few chords. So for the, let's say the C minor 7, you can use what we call a C Dorian, which would be like playing a C minor scale, playing a B flat scale, but starting from the C, okay? And that's what we call the C Dorian. So you basically playing the seventh, the dominant seventh. So it will be like something like this. So that's a C Dorian, all right? You're basically playing the dominant 7, which is 2 half steps down, all right, the scale. All right, so if we took the chords of the song, all right, just by even knowing just the main major scales, the blues scale, let's say that mode, you know, for every let's say minor 7, you can play the dominant, the Dorian mode, okay? For every, let's say, dominant 7 chord, let's say the 5 chord of the B flat, you could play what we call a Mixolydian mode, which is like playing, again, will be like playing a B flat scale, but starting from F. So this is a F Mixolydian, if we're talking in the B flat scale. So that's an F Mixolydian, right? And then, you know, you can resolve it to the 1, the B flat. Okay, so basically you can play around with it, and also, you know, with the chord changes, you know, you want your improv to make sense. So you don't want to just run the scales. You know, playing, let's say, jazz is kind of like a conversation, you know. You don't want to just be running your mouth basically. You want to make a sentence with it, right? So again, I'm going to play the major scale, the B-flat major scale during the song, my G blues scale, okay, my C, when it comes to my C minor 7, play the Dorian, all right? If I see a F7, play a Mixolydian, okay? And there are very different modes for, let's say I'm playing a flat, the song has like an A minor with a flat 5. You know, I could play on altered scale, okay? So this is just a brief summary of how you would approach a jazz standard. I will go deeper in future tutorials and also show you exactly, you know, how to, in detail, do certain things to make it sound more musical. Let me go ahead and, you know, what I would do is I will go ahead and play the song with those scales, and then you know, we'll go from there. So let's talk about, you know, let's say even chords. You know, like I said, we have the first chord as a C minor. Let's talk about the first 3 chords. We have the C minor 7, the F7, okay, and then the B flat major 7, okay. You also want to, another thing you want to do apart from the knowing those scales, you know, the major, the relative 6 blues, like I said, again, major scale, since I'm playing the song in B flat or G minor, okay, you want to know your blues for the relative 6, so your G blues, your G minor blues, all right, and you want to know your, you even want to know for your, you know, if, your B flat minor blues, which is this fingering, okay? So you want to know that as well. So you want to mix it, and also you want to land on chord tones. So if, let's say, the second chord is the 2, you know, of B flat, you want to land sometimes on some of these chord tones, you know. These are the chord tones. We have a C, E flat, G, and B flat. So you want to land on it. So that's another thing you can do. While you play the scale, landing on the various chord tones, okay? So, you know, I hope this helps. Let me know exactly what you want to learn. I'll do more tutorials, hopefully, you know, go into detail after the feedback I get from you guys. Thank you again, and remember to subscribe.